don't sound like y'all niggas casting pods in this bitch right now.
Let me see it get beats by Drake. Give me a Guardian headphones.
Guardian headphones. Big dumbass headphones.
We get that Beats endorsement and shit, dog. We get Guardian.
Guardian headphones, dog.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you get a game. We posing for Beats by Dre and shit with the
Guardian.
big dumbass headphones. And
Look
shit.
like fucking background characters out of Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Episode 94, man.
Episode 94.
Episode 94. Oh
the-
my god. Stu Lee podcast. Stocking Cap Stu.
B. Lee here.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. How's it going out there? Y'all good? We've decided that we're gonna lock ourselves in the studio and we're gonna do 3 days of podcasts.
Podcast-a-thon.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm really gonna need a Guardian.
Yeah, Guardian cap. The Guardian headphones.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you need that because, the mic stands be exploding and shit.
Yeah, and all that. I don't want to get put in the concussion protocol either. So
Podcast the Blue Tent is crazy.
Yeah, podcast boots in.
Yeah, all right. This our wrestling episode.
Yeah, this is we talk about wrestling in this episode.
Yeah.
So yeah. So all 80 y'all.
All 80 y'all.
What's happening?
Yeah.
What's good with y'all?
Yep. All right. Mr. Lee, where do you think we should start for today?
I guess we can start off fresh. Start off with the most recent thing that just happened. Survivor Series War Games just happened.
Yeah.
So
Survivor Series War Game.
yeah, at Petco Park in San Diego, California, a baseball stadium. So then this is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time War Games has been in a like a stadium. So 4 matches. Short and simple. Was that first match? You had the women's War Games match.
The better one.
Yeah, it's usually the case.
Yeah.
With War Games matches. So yeah, you had the women's War Game match. You had one thing that was noted that the shark on both of them War Games matches was the shark cage is no longer there. So now it go by the entrances. So no more, putting the rest of the team in the shark cage. Everybody comes out whenever they do, whenever the clock goes out. So,
I like that.
Yeah, I did
like
too.
that.
I did too. I'm glad they actually, made the change to that. Yeah. So, yeah, because it was kind of hokey.
Yeah.
It was kind of, gimmicky. It wasn't needed. Just having them stuck in the cage. Even though there was some kind of, there was some mean-worthy moments that happened with them cages and shit like that, with the shark cages too. But at the same time, it was a good change.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So especially the way that set was made, how you gonna see it the way the set is? So, yeah. Like it had that SummerSlam entrance.
That angle.
Yeah, that long angle entrance. You got to make a curve. You got to make a left and shit. You got to use Google Maps to like get there and shit and use
getting lost during the entrance is crazy.
Yeah, right.
Boy, you thought Jey Uso was tired before.
Duh, for real.
You get lost. Oh shit. All right.
So War Games, Survivor Series War Games. So you had the women's match. The team of Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and AJ Lee, taking on the team of the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Shane, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and Becky Lynch. Um, so have you seen any of the
Yeah,
War Games? Okay,
yeah, I'm
you
caught
watch
up
all.
with it.
So
Yeah.
y'all caught up with it? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what you think of the first match initially?
Um, not my particular favorite one, but like I think these matches like they already tend to go well because you know how I feel about these multi woman tag matches or just the matches in general. Right, I think they're usually structured better and they usually have a bit you know a bit more of a flow to them. So yeah, I thought it was cool. Is there anything that jumped out to you?
Um. Of course the annual Io Sky can spot.
Can we get her a gimmick trash can or something, man? Because like you're putting a trash can on your head and you jumping into a crowd of people and
She did a swanton.
uh, she practiced this shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine EO Sky at the fucking performance center practicing
on
this
that
shit,
that's
diving
wild.
into fucking crash
Yeah.
pads with a trash can on her head?
Bro, and you know it's crazy. Io has been in every War Games match since they had started it in NXT.
That's wild.
Like for women, so, like she has been in every women's War Games match. Like she has been in every one of them.
Oh,
so.
I just thought of a solution. Guardian trash can.
Ah, I like that.
Episode 94.
Guardian trash can. Yeah.
Yep.
Got a patty. That patty trash can look like a trash
Hell
can and
yeah.
shit. Oh, that's genius,
Yep,
dog. That's
yep,
genius.
yep.
Yeah.
See?
Put it right over the trash can.
Yep.
Yup, see, that protect everybody, man.
Hell yeah.
EO don't get CTE and shit.
Yep.
Oh man, that's a good one, dog. That is a good one right there, man.
Guardian trash can.
Yup.
That would be so lit. Man. Shit, do a 450 at that point.
Right, yeah, you
Yeah.
do what I write. At that point, right, it's
Shit.
padded, man.
What you want, Phoenix Splash? Go
Right. Oh man. Yeah, match was good. Wasn't I mean, it had some decent spots. I like Kyrie with the chain and everything and stuff like that. I felt like could have been more, weapons used, everything. I'm gonna do a compare and contrast on like comparison to Blood and Guts later on once we wrap up the what you call it. But as far as this one, it was decent. Uh team what was that team was it who did win? Who won that match? Oh, it was Team Rhea. Team Rhea won the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came out with the win. Now I'm glad. I like that they won, but they did it by submission. I feel like War Games should be a submission or forfeit, just like what's that, Blood and Guts.
Mm-hmm.
I do it like that's like I feel like that's more true. I feel like pinfall, which we'll get to later. I feel like pinfall isn't suitable for this type of match, or it shouldn't be required for this type of match, especially for it being a War Games theme. So but yeah, I mean it was a good match. For what it was. The
I
build.
actually like that idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like they should stick with that. So, I mean it was a good way to open the match. I mean EO did her thing on there. Lash Legend. It was good to see her actually get spotlighted and everything. Oh, side note, congratulations to Lash Legend. Her and Trick Williams, they're engaged. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, shout out to them. Yes. Trick Williams popped the question over Thanksgiving. So congrats to them.
Right.
Yeah, so shout out to them. So, but it's good to see her in on the main roster. I like the pairing of her and Nia Jax. I like to see that continue into the tag division, because they
Right.
kind of really get, because I feel like Lash Legend is somebody that should get a lot of, 'cause I feel like she's talented. Like she they haven't gave her enough. Even in NXT, like they haven't gave her enough. Because I felt like she should have either won one of those titles or at least been the women's tag champions when her and Jakara Jackson was together and stuff. But it's good to see her get this type of spotlight. Good to see AJ Lee in another match. She still don't look rusty at all. You know, she been in winning it. I feel like the women, they showed out with what they could on this one. So, um, yeah, it was what it was. So, yeah. Next match you had the Intercontinental Championship match. Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena, the Intercontinental Champion, who won it at his last Raw on in Boston.
Boston. Yep.
Yup. So he had beat Dominic Mysterio to win the Intercontinental Championship.
Yep.
And now that complete his Grand Slam. So John Cena is finally a Grand Slam champion. That was the one title that eluded him over the years that he never won or never really fought for either.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. So, but he defends the title against Dominic Mysterio in his hometown of San Diego, California. So this match was kind of it was kind of overproduced, or in my opinion. I get to what the point they was trying to get to, but like there was that like the injury. Like I thought Dom really got injured.
Yeah.
Like can we stop that? The fake injury. Can we stop doing fake injuries, man? Like let's not do like people legit getting injured. And especially
like they have no shame when it comes to that shit either, because people get hurt for real.
Yeah, and we'll get to later about that too. But people really do get hurt, and then you pull off a fake injury, spot and shit.
Yeah.
So and then you had Raquel and Roxanne tag Cena and everything, and then you jump up and try to get your sneak pin in and all that stuff. That was kind of overproduced. I thought the match on Raw was better. When Cena won it though, but and then you had of course Finn Balor and JD Madonna come out to try to assist the attack Cena, and then Cena gives them the double attitude adjustment. A lot of was missing was Rey Mysterio. I'm surprised Rey Mysterio didn't come out and help at that point.
Yeah, I know, right?
So we're doing all that, and then Liv Morgan comes out and she stares at Dom, and then she slaps Dom, which the slap didn't go well because it's like it didn't look like she looked like she missed. Like they kind of like it wasn't like spot on like when she slapped her. So like that was
a bad slap.
Yeah. So I think Matthew probably caught that. Matthew probably caught that for Botchamania.
Oh yeah,
there was a couple Botchamania spots when like EO slipped on the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be it's a few of those spots though. But she attempts so she quote unquote slaps Dom, and then she jumps and she jumps and hugs John Cena, and then you see the look on her face and everything kind of resemble how John Cena looked when he hugged Cody and shit.
Oh shit.
Yep. And then she gets down, and then she gives John Cena a good kick in the sack, and Dom takes advantage, and Dominic Mysterio retains he wins back his Intercontinental Championship. So Dom 2 belts is back, and Cena, this is his last PLE match ever. So now he has one more appearance left. So yeah. So Stu, what did you think of the match?
I had the same note. Just it was a lot going on. Like it felt like it was a lot going on.
Overproduced.
Yeah. I was hoping for a bigger Liv Morgan return.
Yeah.
I felt like this was a waste
of Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
This is just for that pop and shit, like for the event.
Yeah. Are you sensing a theme with this show?
Yeah.
Are you sensing a theme?
Yeah, absolutely.
With this PLE?
Yes. Or with any of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
In
So
the first 30 minutes of Raw,
yeah.
and the last 10 minutes of Raw.
Good point. Good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well played. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So pretty. Yeah. I feel like it could have been another time, another moment where you could have brought Liv back.
Yeah.
Like we knew she was coming back, but yeah, you could have picked a better time than
Royal Rumble's right around the corner.
Yeah. Like you're not that far away. Even though you wouldn't got that much of a, I mean, it's Saudi, you know, how Saudi
Yep.
is. But anyways, I don't want to say too much, but yeah, they could have picked another time instead of doing it like this. I knew the inevitable was Dom getting his win, which that's what this whole Dom and uh Cena storyline was pretty much was two things to get over, the Cena Grand Slam and to get Dom over. And this has really got down because now Dom can say like I beat John Cena.
Yep.
That's another there's another badge on his his accolades. So now we really approach like we get to the point where we're approaching, putting him in the main title picture, which might be around the corner at this point. You know, and also I kind of think that like with the tournament they're going on, which we're gonna get on later, Cena didn't really need to continue to hold the Intercontinental title. It's okay that he dropped it that quick. I mean, this was to get his his accolade off as being a Grand Slam champion. We got that accomplished. So as far as like his last match, like whoever wins the tournament, which we'll get to later, also, you really don't need the Intercontinental title in that picture necessarily.
No.
It's gonna be second. It's gonna be secondary.
Yeah.
To it being Cena's last opponent.
Yeah.
So it might as well give it back to Dom. So it makes sense.
So I have an observation that considering this is Cena's last year, they've been fairly logical. Well, I wouldn't say logical, but they haven't just been booking him a bunch of wins on the way out.
Like yeah, he's getting certain people over.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more ups and downs that goes into, those matches. Like I think this has been dope. I think there have been a lot of good things about this final run. There's been a lot of bad things about it, but this doesn't feel like it was one of the worst. It was just kind of messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah. And and so he has one appearance left. That's last Saturday night's main event, which is the tournament going on right now. Actually, we can talk about that real quick. That tournament, the last time is now tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So you've had some. I know we're kind of cutting in the middle of the recap, but so the last time in now tournament, you had some surprises. So you had what's that Dolph Ziggler surprise return, and then you had Zack Ryder also appear in it, but you also had a couple injuries. Sheamus got injured in his match, and he had to be after his win, and he had to be taken out, and he was replaced. He was replaced by the Miz. Oh no, was it by the Miz? Or no, he was replaced by no, that was what you call that was replaced by the Miz. Yeah, yeah, he was replaced by. Yeah, my bad, he was replaced by the Miz. Yeah. So, because it was a taped episode, so what you call it?
Yeah.
And then you had Penta get hurt in his match against Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
And so now Solo Sikoa advances, and what was that? So yeah, Miz had two chances. By the way, it was just fucking weird. So now the brackets, as far as the brackets now is Gunther, who had by the way, Gunther had two great matches. The match with Javon Evans, and then the match with Carmelo Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
Those were probably the two best matches of this tournament so far. But yeah. So now you have the final four, which is Gunther versus Solo Sikoa, and then on the other side you have LA Knight versus Jey Uso. So two questions. One, how cooked is this tournament? And two, Who you think is gonna win, and why is it Gunther? I mean, come on, it's quite fucking obvious.
It is. It is.
Come on.
I was gonna interrupt you and say that shit earlier, but
Yeah, absolutely. Because come on, we all know what's going on
Yeah.
here. Also, Gunther with his original theme back, so we bring back them Walter vibes. So yeah, and also with the he done got rid of the Zarko and went back to the robe and shit. So yeah, he mean business.
man.
So my bad. So
It's obvious. It's obvious, bro. He got the old music back. I'm so geeked about that.
me too. Dog.
I'm so geeked about that, bro.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
oh
dog.
my goodness.
Like you get them Walter flashbacks and shit.
Yes.
Like like you about to gain his weight back in a minute. That's gonna be even more scary. Like, oh yeah, y'all everybody about to die.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, what do you think of the tournament and Gunther? It's obvious is gonna be the
I don't know. I guess there's got to be at least one more injury before I just be like, oh yeah, this has fucking brawl for all vibes.
brawl for.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you think Gunther is like the viable, last opponent for Cena? It's a match we haven't seen.
True.
So, would you think it'd be, viable for a last? I mean, compared to everybody else, especially not Jey Uso or LA Knight or, Solo Sikoa. Which Solo Sikoa beat Cena already. So,
Yeah. Yeah. And
But-
a shocker.
Yeah, exactly.
And a shocker.
Exactly. So, but Gunther, I think is the right choice. Should Gunther go over? Should he be the man who retired? Because this will mean he retired Cena and retired Goldberg in the same year.
Oh, I know you'll love that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love what he did for. I love.
It's an anti-Goldberg mark.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. So
Yeah, Bret
yeah.
Hart's
He did it. He did his big one for that one, retiring. What you call it? But this would be a different feel,
Yeah.
Like I feel like Cena should lose this match, and Gunther be the one. And also that image of like hearing, especially went back to the old thing,
Yeah.
like that image, and then seeing kids crying and shit because Cena like choked out in his last match and
Hell
everything
yeah.
with that fucking thing playing and shit.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Oh, that's gonna be that is cinema.
It's
This is
gonna be
cinema.
great.
Duh, that's exactly like
Yeah.
if that's how Cena's, the lasting image of Cena's, career. Like it's fitting, and he's putting somebody over on the way out. This make Gunther a main man, a fully main man. He already a main man for what he did for taking out Goldberg.
Nah, there's a lot of main men in the WWE that don't seem to be acknowledged as such.
Yeah,
This feels like it was just another one of them. But no, this is great for him. This is great, and it also gives him some momentum. Where felt like he kind of stalled out for a little bit after the
he
Jey
did.
Uso thing.
The World Heavyweight Championship run kind of was it kind of weakened it. Like he elevated the Intercontinental Championship. He made that shit mean even more than what it is. But the world title that hurt him, and especially the way he lost to Jey Uso. That kind of Tampa Bay, and then got it back. Everything, and then lost it back. Like it did kind of it did kind of hamper his momentum. But at least if you do this kind of like catapult him back on the way, and even like towards maybe to Cody's belt,
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, but it's necessary. I'm like, if it's anybody, then if it wasn't Dom, it'd be Gunther. So, yeah. So, but but also get well soon. Sheamus and Penta.
Yeah,
by the
get
way.
well soon.
Definitely
That's
Penta,
crazy.
Yeah, like especially we need Penta, dog.
Yeah.
Definitely get well soon. I wanted to see that Penta Gunther match. I knew Gunther was gonna win, even if Penta, didn't get hurt. But like that Penta Gunther match, I need that. So, but okay, so back to War Games, or actually, let's do our due diligence first.
Hey folks, Stocking Cap Stu here,
D Lee here.
and we're not discussing wrestling and wrestling accessories. We're encouraging you to listen to the Stu Lee podcast. You know, we have other wrestling episodes we cover. We take questions, answers. You know, well, we take questions and we give answers. I think that sounds better, right? Yeah, sounds pretty good. But the point of this, like, share, subscribe, check in on Stu Lee podcast. We're everywhere podcasts are found, except Apple Music for now. Yeah, no. Stu Lee podcast. We ain't got there yet.
Yeah. All right. So continue on War Games.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna hold you up. Now you know I love me some Stephanie Vaquer, but I did not watch this match between her and Nikki Bella because, for one, I was running low on time trying to watch this whole event because I didn't watch it live, and two, it's not against Nikki Bella. I mean, not against Stephanie Vaquer, but I care less about Nikki Bella. I'm sorry, I just no. So all I know is Stephanie Vaquer won. That's all that mattered. That's all that mattered out of all of this.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, and nothing of value was lost. Pretty much, like
no, I'm over Nikki Bella's recession indicator run right now. So
the recession indicator.
Yeah, like I'm over that.
Damn.
So yeah, because that's exactly what this is. So, but yeah, like you know, it kind of contradicts itself because I'm happy about AJ Lee coming back, but at the same time, this is AJ Lee. We ain't seen her in like a decade. Right. Nikki Bella, we've been, you know, she the only person that had more comebacks than her than is Roman Reigns. So you know, yeah at this point,
that's a good point.
Yeah, so like she been around, you know, she been in and out
point.
and shit like that. So you know, it's like okay, whatever. We gave her another title shot, and you know, move on. So yeah. So but then last you had the men's War Games match, where this. So the women's was the better match, but the men's was just man. So you had CM Punk, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. Who is the leader? We don't know. We don't care. Whatever. And the Usos. Versus Brian Breakker, Bronson Reed, Brock Lesnar, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre. Yeah, so this whole we actually sat and watched this whole match. Weird pacing and a lot of injury risk.
Yeah.
Also, why was CM Punk the first person out? He need to be the last person out.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I feel like we're gonna have to go back and rewatch that one to see if there's some type of story being told as to him being the one to start the match and the one in
the match. Yeah.
He was involved in the finish. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
But in general, that was probably my biggest issue is that like there were chunks of this match where people were sitting around doing nothing. And you were just waiting for one person to hit a spot or one person to do their entrance, or it just didn't really feel fluid. And it's one of those, look, wrestling is naturally goofy, but there are things that wrestling can do to make itself look goofy and not in a good way.
Yeah.
And I think this was one of them examples of like, you know, Brock Lesnar, when Roman Reigns does his entrance, Brock Lesnar leaves the fucking cage to come out there and, you know, get his spot of F5 and Roman through that table, the fucking announcer's desk. And then, you know, they basically doing all of this fighting outside. And the whole time, everybody is in the ring laid the fuck out. Everybody is laid out. Like,
for Rock was in there suplexing everybody.
Yeah. I don't like that. Like, at least like with the women's matches, like it feels like there's a lot more fluidity going on. Like it doesn't look like we're just sitting around waiting for spots to happen.
Yeah.
You know, like I totally understand the criticisms of when people say that like the WWE is just all about the entrances now. Yeah, cause of shit like this.
Yeah, like that was a more noteworthy than the actual match itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's kind of a problem. You know, but yeah. So the finish ended up being what? Somebody in all black mysterious, attack CM Punk and puts him in the curve stomp. Um, and then yeah, Team Brian and the Bryans and
Team heels.
yeah,
Yeah,
team them other niggas,
yeah.
Team Drew and them,
Can't say team ops because then
yeah,
Tony at your door with some paperwork.
right, exactly. So yeah, we'll talk about them ops
Yeah,
later. But yeah, they won, which felt like a flat ending, to everything in the night. So
definitely.
yeah, so you know, yeah, it was there. And it's like at this point, where do you go with everybody and shit, and what angle are you going to next and shit? So, there was some tension between what's that, Roman and Cody,
Yeah,
which might be leading to some feud down the road between them again. So, we never got a third Cody and Roman
right.
match, I guess. So, I guess this might be time to pull that trigger at some point. So,
Who would you take in the match?
Cody and Roman 3, I'll probably take Roman.
Yeah, I think I would too.
I'll probably
Okay.
take Roman that third time. So, I mean, they got 1-1 against each other. So, but I think it had to be Roman. I wouldn't be surprised if another Roman title reign came about down the road. It might be, I wouldn't be surprised on it. I feel like, it's coming down the road again at some point. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as far as that, like, I mean, War Games was there. Now we, focusing on the, uh, Saturday night's main event for Cena and everything. So, I mean, War Games was there. It wasn't, it was okay. It was kind of middle of the pack.
Yeah. Nah. Oh God, I would say definitely say middle of the pack. There have been better ones.
Yeah.
There have been better ones. I don't think these really stack up to the NXT War Games matches.
No. And at this point, I don't think they even stack up to the Blood and Guts matches. Because I'm going to tell you right now,
Yeah.
Blood and Guts was better than War Games.
Yeah.
Especially with them being, a couple weeks from apart. So where I had that comparison. Like, Blood and Guts was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Granted, I mean, there was a lot of blood and a lot of, there's going to be a lot of that.
There were
with
no
the-
guts, but it was a lot of blood.
Yeah, oh yeah. But, and also, by the way, both the men's and women's was good for Blood and Guts. But the women's, since it was the first women's Blood and Guts, the women's was better, in my opinion. So, but in comparisons to them in WWE, it's like, it's a lot of contrast. So like I was after, and especially after seeing Blood and Guts, is like, I had low expectations for, War Games going in because I think just seeing those, it's like, yeah, it's night and day, you know. So, next news, yeah, so we've been talking shit about SmackDown lately and everything and how his booking sucks.
Deservedly so.
Very so, but we got even better news. Starting in January, we're going back to 3 hours on Friday. So
This nigga said better news.
Yeah.
And he said, then he dropped this. Burn him. Burn him. Send the angry mob after this nigga, man.
Hey, are you not excited? Are you not excited
No,
about another hour of Road Dogs?
No. Fan emojis to B Lee 313. No.
Not the fan emojis, dog.
No, I'm not. This is they look what they doing with the time that they giving now. Damn, this show moved like a fucking hour and 15-minute show anyway.
No.
No, that's not gonna help. That's not just more time for the YS6 to do Easter egg shit and beat people up.
MFTs beat people.
Oh
up.
yeah, MFTs.
Yeah, like it's like the only thing that's good to go for is Ilya Dragunov's what you call it, his open challenges and shit, But other shit is done. Like that whole fucking why we gotta call Tommaso this calling Tommaso Ciampa a jackass thing. Like that's not getting over.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Yeah.
like
Not at all.
that's some lazy road dog book. That's some lazy old 2000s booking shit. Just calling him a jackass. That's not working. Um, then what we did with the fucking women's the women's United States title, like they's like burying that shit. Julia only had like 3 defenses, and then the third defense she lost it to Chelsea Green. Now, granted, Chelsea Green is doing a great job right now and shit, and she very well deserve it. But I just hate that we did that to Julia's, run. Like they don't know how to book her. Like they pairing her with Kiana James. That wasn't working and shit. Like Cody really don't have no contenders and shit. Like SmackDown is ass, and now we going to 3 hours.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
dog. Like this shit is not working. Like how's moving to 3 hours gonna make it better? Like I was struggling going through the 3 hour SmackDowns. Like I would have to watch the rest Saturday morning. Like it's like nigga, what? I'm not about to stay up fucking watch an extra hour of fucking SmackDown, especially if it's not good.
That's a lot, bro.
That's too much. That's too fucking much, bro. That's too fucking much. And it's like, man, y'all clearly not, clearly y'all not listening. Like, clearly, like, this is not what we want. This was not what we wanted at all. So, but yeah, so I don't look for the writing to get any better at that point.
Nah, it's kind of a wrap.
Yeah, at that. So, yeah, whatever. 3 hours. So, I guess we switch to AEW now. So, AEW, so we had Full Gear. We don't have to run down the whole show. But were there any spotlight, were there any moments that kind of, caught your eye, that caught your attention that happened?
Ooh. I want to say yes, but I can't actively think of any right now.
Okay. Well, okay, so the pretty much do summary over it, you had Samoa Joe become the new AEW world champion. He beat Hangman Adam Page thanks to Hook, who turned heel and rejoined the ops.
Rejoin the ops.
Yeah. So and then afterwards Swerve made his return.
Yeah.
And he came out. Yeah, he came out and attacked the ops army or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the ops stooges or whatever the fuck you want to call it and shit. So, what else you had? You had oh, you good?
Yeah.
Okay. What else you had? Oh, you also had Chris Statlander retained her AEW Women's Championship against Mercedes Moné. Yep. So Mercedes keep winning all the other ones, but couldn't win the big one. So yeah. So we still carrying on with that. Oh, also you had the gauntlet for the AEW National Champion. Ricochet is your new inaugural AEW National Champion.
Yep.
You had that. Also Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe is the new TNT champion. He beat Kyle Fletcher. You also had FTR. FTR beat Brodito, and they are your new AEW Tag Team Champions. Yeah. So I mean, you had a lot of noteworthy stuff happening. I'm missing one. Somebody else. Oh yeah. Was that Young Bucks and Josh Alexander won the $1 million 6-man match, and even though, but then the Young Bucks, they turned around, turned face and helped decided not to join the Don Callis family and helped Kenny Omega. So it kind of the elite reunion or whatever. So
YouTube about to go crazy.
yeah. So being elite, being elite. So
shit's about to go back up.
Yeah. So but yeah. Then you had there was the 4-way match between the 4 women that's in the um the women's tag tournament.
Yeah.
Was that Tony and Mina won?
Yep.
So they get a stipulation for their semifinals match in the tournament, and they chose they got a death match. I think a holiday death match.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Boy, that medical over at AEW must be lit.
yeah,
That shit must be dope because if you give an AEW wrestler the chance, they will try to hurt themselves significantly.
yeah.
Like,
So
in the name of wrestling.
yeah. Oh yeah, you had Pac beat Darby Allin. Also, Kyle O'Reilly defeated John Moxley in a no holds barred match. Made him tap again. Moxley taps again. So
That's crazy.
Kyle O'Reilly made him tap for blood and guts, and then now he's tapping out. He tapped out for against Kyle O'Reilly. So but yeah, out of those, I'm surprised about Samoa Joe. But not mad at it. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with a Samoa Joe world title run.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have predicted it, but
I don't think anybody did.
yeah, I think that was the cool thing about it is it was one of them pleasant surprises.
Yeah, and Swerve's back, so
Yeah.
that was a good one. Ricochet winning gold. That
Swerve got new music.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. We're Raekwon.
Yep.
Yep, we're Raekwon, the
Yeah.
chef from Wu Tang. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, with the new thing. I was like, okay.
So they just had Prince Nana just sitting in a storage unit this whole time.
This whole time, just
Yeah.
waiting till Swerve ready.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he ain't had to wait too long. Shit, damn, that's a long ass time to be. It's
Man.
a couple months. Shit, but but no, yeah, that and I'm like I said, I'm glad to see Ricochet win gold, being the national champion. I guess another FTR tag title run or whatever. So I guess they probably that must mean that Kofi and Christian Cage will be coming back soon, and we gonna continue that rivalry at some point. So yeah, yeah. I mean, it's predictable what they're trying to do. So, but I'm also okay with Swerve being back in the title picture too. If this is leading to Oh, also Mark Briscoe winning the TNT Championship was a good run. So
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
That was a very dope one. So but also Mark Briscoe winning, that was a good one. But other than that, it was good. Full Gear was good though. Now we shift off to we still got the women's tag team tournament, which right now your final four, it looked like it is actually final three because the Babes Raft are in the finals.
Yeah.
Yes, Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale.
Willow Nightingale.
They'll be taking on the winner between Megan Bain and Marina Shafir versus Mina and Tony Storm.
Yep.
So, and I don't know when it's what's what, but yeah, this tournament is unpredictable because the teams that I thought was gonna win didn't win.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Mercedes and Dana didn't make the past the first round. So, and I'm happy to see Harley Cameron. And I said that I would love to see Harley Cameron in in the finals, but it's gonna be tough depending on who they take on. Cause it's either like I'm like it makes me think like it can go either way. Either Mina and Tony can win, or they can lose to Megan Bain and Marina Shafir.
No. Something totally different.
What?
No, I'm fucking with you. I got nothing. I got nothing. I was reaching to be a contrarian, but
yeah. So, but yeah, I like the unpredictability of this tournament though. Because like I don't like at this point I don't know who can win at this point.
Babes of Wrath.
Hey, I'm with it. If that's the result we get into, I am all for it.
Hell yeah.
I am all for
That's
it.
where we
Yeah. So, also, it's Continental Classic time.
Yep.
So we're back with the Continental Classic. So now that means Okada, who's currently was both champions, so Okada won't be carrying the Continental Championship. He will be just carrying in his or the Unified Championship either. So he'll just be carrying the International Championship as they
Right.
do the tournament. So here's the Continental Classic side. So you have the Blue League, and in the Blue League you have let me see, we have the one for this year. All right, here we go. So the Blue League, you have. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Why show me the ones for the old? Yeah, okay, here we go. Yep, there we go. So the Blue League, you have John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Konosuke Takeshita, Roderick Strong, Mascara Dorada, and Orange Cassidy. And in the Gold League, you have Kazuchika Okada, of course, the defending champion. Speedball Mike Bailey, Kyle Fletcher, Kevin Knight, Pac, and Darby Allin. I think so far, Kevin Knight has 3 points. He beat Darby Allin. And I believe Moxley has 3 points from his win against Dorada, and Claudio has 3 points after he beat Orange Cassidy. So, so who do you think? Who do you like to see come out of this tournament? At least for the finals.
Hmm. Uh, I don't know. I'm becoming more of a Takeshita fan. Uh, I have a feeling Okada's gonna do something. Um, I don't know. I haven't even considered that. I haven't really considered that one.
I ain't gonna lie. You pointed the two that I really want to see. I want to see Takeshita versus Okada.
Yeah.
This brewing that did like this thing that they've been doing with Okada and Takeshita has been, like Okada been like trying to little bro this nigga Takeshita, like he tried to little bro this motherfucker, like dog, like he the big dog and shit. And like Takeshita, like, nah, I ain't no little dog. I ain't no little bro. We ain't no little homies and shit, nigga. Nah, nigga, I'm a big dog too, motherfucker. Nigga, I'm the IWGP World Champion, nigga.
Right.
Nigga, put some respect on my name, but nigga Okada, he little bro in this motherfucker and shit. And like, I want to see these motherfuckers fight. And I know Don Callis trying to bring with their family, all that shit. Man, fuck Don Callis. But anyways, yeah. But nah, I want to see this match out of all that, and that's the one outcome that I want to see. Now, normally it'd be surprised because AEW try to twist it up and everything and shit like that, though. But nah, this is the only outcome that I want to see. I want to see if this is how we get to Takeshita versus Okada, then this is how I want. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. Okada lost to Kyle Fletcher. So, in the first round,
oh wow,
yeah, and what you call it? So, yeah, Kyle Fletcher got 3 points,
damn.
and Kyle Fletcher beat him last year in the Continental Classic.
Wow,
too. Yeah. So, but yeah. So that's interesting though. But yeah, if this is how we get to catch the Okada, then fuck it, I'm for it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's give me this match, man. So, I think that'll go crazy. So. It's kind of like that, passion of the choice because Takeshita is right now doing this damn thing.
Nah, he
like,
up there. Yeah, Takeshita is nice.
Yeah, so this kind of like Kobe versus LeBron type of shit.
Yeah,
like it's like that type of activity. So, but yeah, I mean AEW kind of making shit interesting, like towards the year, and like you got people fighting for something. So like you got the women's tag titles and stuff like that, versus WWE where it's like it's John Cena's retirement tour.
Right.
That's kind of like the focal point at this point. But AEW got, but the only thing is this, like, okay, after this, like, no more titles. Like, this enough titles.
Yeah.
We got enough titles, dude, we don't need to make no more titles,
But by you saying that, 2 more just got created.
Just like that.
Yeah.
So
it happened that fast.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh. No, we don't need that. We don't, man. Like, why? I mean, and Mercedes winning all the damn belts and shit. Like, she on 13 now.
13 belts.
Yeah.
Bro.
So, she also is now the undisputed Ring of Honor World Television Champion because they had the match a couple weeks ago. Red Velvet came back, the defender. She was the actual champion, and Mercedes had the interim title. So
Right.
we did have that unification, and of course Mercedes won. They won.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, keep it going. Keep it going. Get to the point where she ain't got nobody to help her with the belts, and she physically can't. I'm gonna keep pitching this idea. I want to just keep booking it to where she physically can't keep up with the titles anymore.
Yeah. It start wearing tearing.
Yeah.
Her. And then she go on that, that losing streak and shit, and to the point where, now that she lost it all, now she gotta, build herself back up to get that main title.
Right.
But yeah, she gotta lose some of them belts. Mainly the TBS championship. Like it's time to get that off her hands and kind of like help, really elevate this stack, because this women division is actually kind of stacked. And especially after watching, Blood and Guts, like, yeah, you got some talent, and you could be elevating that talent with that TBS championship. I mean, Mercedes has done. She already the longest reigning TBS champion. Like she's done what we needed at this point.
Yep.
So now it's time to kind of shift gears and kind of give that title back. She got the other belts, but that TBS championship, she gotta lose that first, especially if you want to get her closer to the world championship, which is inevitable. She's gonna eventually be AEW women's championship, women's champion, women's world champion. But we can't overgo Mercedes Moné, man. Look, that's too many belts, man.
Why not, man? Why not?
Like you gotta hire people to hold all your belts and shit because you can't hold them physically yourself.
No, it could be more to the character. Like she be catching hell trying to go through the airport and shit. She look up
trying to get through TSA.
Yeah, she getting out the Uber and she leave one of the motherfuckers.
Right.
So now you gotta pay the fucking fee for them to bring the belt back.
Hey, out of all the belts, what belt is the one she gonna fuck around and lose?
Which is the least, the one that means the least?
Shit, it's about a few of them that don't mean that shit.
I don't know. What is that Polish belt?
That Polish belt?
Yeah, it's just off the top of my head.
It's gonna be that Queen of Southside belt.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
or the Owen, the Owen belt. Because technically the Owen ain't a belt that you defend either. Like that was one because you won the tournament. Like you don't defend the Owen, and then the Queen of Southside belt go with the Rare Pro belt. Yeah. So probably the Queen of Southside one.
Sounding about right.
Yeah, that's probably like the most meaningless one.
Right.
Or between that and the Owen, because the Owen you keep the Owen, you don't defend the Owen.
Right.
So
right.
But I guess the Queen of Southside belt would go with the Ref Pro belt. So if she loses the Ref Pro belt, then she loses the Queen of Southside belt too. So
weird how
it is. It is.
All right, whatever. Y'all got it. More belts.
Right. So, next up, West Side Gun. Let's talk about West Side Gun. So West Side Gun, as you know, he uses a lot of reference of WWE in his music, in his song titles, album covers, and all that type of stuff. Even in his music, he'll have clips of wrestling promos and all that stuff. He's a big wrestling fan. He's always at the events and everything, and he's always he's a big wrestling fan. And not only that, he does a lot of stuff with AEW. He does a lot of stuff with did stuff with TNA, and then he has his own wrestling company, Fourth Row. Fourth Row. So recently, he had a post where he talked about so much issues lately. So I'm gonna read the post. All right. So before I say this, just know God is the greatest. For years, I mean, nobody with 2 feet has spent the amount of money I have supporting and pushing the brand I've loved since I can remember. I sat front row at every big show, literally all the good times it brought to my life to the point it started making music. I incorporated in everything like Wu Tang did karate. I made people who hated the product watch it again. I made it look cool when at a time where people thought it was nerdy. I watched that same company sit countless of people next to me who not even fans for real and act like I didn't even exist. I was threatened to take everything out of my music, which I only did to pay homage to all my whole catalog would be demolished, and everybody knows how hard I worked coming from Buffalo for me to get that threat, to regret to just support and being a real fan hurting me. But I stayed quiet and still like a crazy man. I sat front row because I love the culture. I even went viral for spending 50K on sweets. On my soul, I've only been respectful. I tried having conversations with one individual because he's been causing all of these unnecessary cases. And to be honest, he hates seeing a young black successful entrepreneur that could afford those seats and have to watch those chains dance across that screen. That point to the point. Monday Night Raw starts at 8 p.m. I was kicked out by 8:03 after spending 5K for seats plus travel, home, etc. in my home city, Buffalo, for absolutely nothing. No lie, the kid in me heart broke that day. I put the build board up, $1 Million Man billboard up, which he loves, which he did. It was to Times Square. It was the cover for was the Heels Have Eyes tape that he came out with. He said he loves because I wanted to push him in the culture because he deserves it, and to show Virgil love for the culture. For the culture. I get a letter saying. So I say, what I what I'm gonna show love. What I'm gonna show love to me from now on. So you don't have to worry about me pushing that product ever again. So he pretty much saying that, and he had to change his colors. I mean, he had to change the covers for the Hills Have Eyes covers to one of his wrestlers, Josh Bishop.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they kicked him out of his, they kicked him out of, you know, Monday Night Raw in Buffalo and everything, which, yeah, they kind of pretty much, and he had to kind of change. I know he changed those covers, but yeah, they pretty much, he was venting his frustration because he loved WWE and he was showing to show homage though, but at the same time, yes, that was fucking with kind of copyright infringements too. So I don't know what conversations we had, but yeah, apparently, there's he no longer supporting WWE.
Well, that sucks.
It does. It really does. Me being a West Side Gun fan, like that, it just sucks. And knowing how much he loves wrestling, and like I enjoy, him like kind of bringing that culture into his music, into hip hop,
Right.
because a lot of it, a lot of us grew up wrestling fans and shit. A lot of people outside of that looked at it as dorky or nerdy or whatever, quirky, but motherfuckers like West Side Gun made that shit look cool. you know. And I do get with him with the frustration because this is one thing that irked my nerves. Like, and WWE do it all the fucking time. They'll have like all these motherfuckers we don't even know that come from some Netflix show or whatever and everything.
Random fucking sporting
Yeah.
yeah, reality show
Yeah, or
stars
PBR bull riders and
fucking,
shit.
fucking comedians
That shit.
pushing a fucking Netflix special.
Yeah, celebrity. The celebrity that's not really fans, but we got a phone drop. All right, we ain't had one of them in a minute. All right,
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we overpassed West Side Gun. This is another one that irked my nerves. This was one they was doing in California. Travis, they highlighted was it Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian. And sitting behind her was Danielle Fishel, Topanga from Boy Meets World,
who is
a diehard wrestling fan that's always at the event, And that irked my nerves. I like, Topanga is right there.
Yeah.
Like, Topanga is right there. Like, we focus on, like, they ain't real wrestling. Okay, Travis Parker might be a real wrestling fan, but Courtney just there. Just with her man, with her husband. So, but yeah. And it's a lot of times, and it's frustrating because West Side Gun right there always, you always see him. You can tell him in the chains and all that shit.
We've referenced him a bunch of times.
Exactly,
being in that spot. And it sucks because it's like, this shouldn't be the first time WWE or TKO have shown you they don't give a fuck. This shouldn't really come to a surprise. Like, I've been beating that drum all year. Like,
yeah, and they showing them even more ways.
Every chance they get, they find another way to show you they don't generally give a shit about fans. Yeah. They want customers.
Yeah.
They want viewers. They want, to an extent, listeners. With the way they branched off into the podcast space, like,
yeah, right, yeah, like a whole team of fucking podcast,
yeah. It's just, they got to be all in the motherfucking video.
Yup. Triple H.
Yep.
Gotta make it about like TKO, like and they showing like this is another example of them abandoning the diehard fans, like doing shit like that, and like having WrestleMania in Saudi. Raising the prices on events, even just fucking Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of tone deaf things that they're doing that's just, and not listening to the fans on like who they want push. Like LA Knight getting buried and shit.
LA Knight getting buried, but Nikki Bella can walk into a fucking title shot.
Like, just like that.
Off the couch.
Yeah, right. Like, come on. Like, make that shit make sense, And it's like, and it's like sad seeing that, like, your diehards is not being, honored and shit. Like, for being, I enjoyed what West Side Gun, done. And it just sucks, not seeing, that, put it, but I get it. If they did me like that, I would have to say, fuck y'all too.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I definitely get the decision. It sucks that he spent as much money as he did with the company.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about them 50K suites. That is a stone's throw, or that is a drop in the bucket compared to how much he's bought, because he's consistently in the crowd, or
Yeah, like he's always there. Like WWE, AEW, TNA, he's at all of them. Like he's there. Like doing shit, and then and of course he was doing shit with AEW, but WWE couldn't have had an issue with that. So what was it that made it an issue with him associating, his music and shit like that with, WWE. So, especially a lot of the legends, so with it. But yeah, this is uncool, And again, y'all keep, highlighting the people who aren't really fans.
Mm-hmm.
That's just there because Netflix gave them tickets.
Yeah.
To be there and shit, and you'll get highlighted there and all that type of shit. And it's like, that's not where it's at. Like, honor your day ones, I'll honor your day ones. That's just we got to do, man. But TKO, you see what under this regime how they feel about their day one fans. Like, fuck you, pay me.
Yeah,
and that's sad, and and that's hurting. That's hurting. It's hurting that it's hurting that buzz it's hurting that wrestling wave that y'all, because y'all overpricing everything, y'all over budgeting and shit, and not putting that much, into the words you call it. But West Side Gun is gonna keep doing this thing the way it is and shit. Now I hope they come to some resolution, with that and everything, or trying to make amends, or something like that. Because I would like to see that, but I don't know, the way shit going, that might not happen. But at the end of the day, keep doing your thing, West Side Gun, man. So, But
my bad. That was very unprofessional of me.
You good.
But no, I agree. Keep pushing West Side Gun. Go over to the AEW.
Yeah. And you got your own thing. You got Fourth Rope.
Hell
you got Fourth Rope Wrestling. Yep. So keep doing your thing. So please do a Heels Advice here. I'll be there for sure. Stu Lee will be in the building for
Hell
that.
Yeah.
So
we're
there. We will be there to support that. Please do one in Detroit, and we'll be there for sure.
Hell yeah. So, all right. All right, we good.
Yeah, we good.
All right, hit them with the socials. Let's go ahead and take them home.
All right, you can find me at blee313 on Twitter, b_lee313 on Instagram and Threads, blee or just blee on Facebook, blee313 on Blue Sky. Stu, where can they find you?
Stocking Cap Stew, all one word. IG, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky. Stocking Cap Stew on Facebook. Um, yeah, I think that's it. If you want to reach out to either one of us and hit us up with questions, comments, feel free to do so. Or you can contact the show directly. Mr. Lee, can you let them know how to do that?
Oh yeah, to contact the show, you can hit us on our Twitter page, at Stu and Lee 313, or on our Facebook page, just Stu and Lee. Or you can email us. You can email us at stuandlee313 at gmail.com. That's STUANDLEE313 at gmail.com.
There it is.
And of course, the Stu and Lee podcast. You know where to find us. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Amazon Music. You can find us on iHeart. You can find us on Pandora. You can find us on YouTube and YouTube Music. Anywhere you can find podcasts, except Apple Music, because we ain't got there yet.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. We'll be opening soon.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
This is another wrestling episode.
Yep.
You know?
This is episode 94 of the Stu and Lee podcast.
Yeah.
Thank
sir.
you.
Thanks for stopping by. We love y'all. Check in with us next week.
Yeah. Thank you. And last but not least, deuces.